A tourist once traveled far from his home to a beautiful national park where the mountains touched the sky, and the air was filled with the fresh scent of pine trees. He carried with him a shiny new camera and a heart full of excitement for adventure. He wanted to capture every moment and share it with his friends so they could see the wonders of nature through his eyes. As he walked along a trail, he saw a wide open valley where sunlight poured over green grass and tall flowers. He snapped many photos of the view and of himself smiling with joy. Yet he wanted something more, something that would make everyone gasp when they saw it. He wished to take a picture, so unique that it would stay in memory forever. While exploring further, he noticed movement among the trees. His eyes widened when he realized a large brown bear had wandered near the trail. The bear was calm and seemed to be minding its own business, sniffing at the ground and looking for food. The tourist did not feel fear. Instead, he felt excitement. He thought, what an incredible picture this would be, a selfie with a real bear behind me. His heart raced, not with caution, but with ambition. He slowly pulled out his camera and turned it toward himself. He whispered to no one in particular, "This will be the greatest photo ever." He stepped closer to the bear, carefully aiming the frame so that both his smiling face and the massive animal could be seen. The bear lifted its head and glanced at him with small dark eyes. The tourist interpreted the look as harmless curiosity and kept adjusting his angle. He ignored the voice inside that suggested perhaps this was not wise. The moment he clicked the button, the bear made a sudden movement. The sound startled it, or perhaps the closeness of the human had crossed a line. In an instant, the bear let out a deep growl and took a heavy step forward. The ground shook beneath the tourist's shoes. His wide grin melted into shock and fear. His hands trembled. The camera nearly fell as he realized what he had done. He stumbled backward, nearly tripping on a root. His breath grew fast and loud. The bear moved again, lifting its great paws and sniffing the air. The tourist no longer cared about the picture. He wanted only to be safe. He turned and ran. Though every guidebook warns never to run from a bear, his legs moved without thought. Dashed down the path, stumbling over rocks and branches. The bear, however, did not chase. Instead, it watched with mild interest, then returned to its search for berries and insects. Far down the trail, the tourist finally stopped. His chest burned with exhaustion, and his heart thundered with regret. He sat on a fallen log, clutching his camera and shaking his head. He thought to himself how foolish he had been. Nature was not a toy, and wild animals were not actors for his entertainment. He remembered the warning signs posted at the entrance of the park. They had told visitors to keep a safe distance and to respect the creatures who lived there. He had ignored those words and almost paid dearly for it. When he finally returned to the visitor center, he showed his picture to the park ranger. The ranger looked stern and reminded him that bears are powerful creatures and that approaching them is extremely dangerous. The tourist nodded with shame. He knew the ranger was right. He promised himself never again to put excitement before safety. Later, when he shared his travel story with his friends, he told them the truth. He did not boast about the selfie. Instead, he spoke about the fear, the mistake, and the valuable lesson he had learned. He told them that nature must be respected and admired from a distance. He explained that no photograph was worth risking his life, and so his trip became more than a simple journey through mountains. It became a story of wisdom, a reminder that respect for wildlife is more important than any picture he could ever take. His regret turned into knowledge, and his knowledge into advice for others who dreamed of adventures in the wild.